Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of LavaCraft from the MoonCraft server, and well, let's just jump right into it, guys. Happy holidays, as it is probably right around the holidays as you guys are watching this. So, in honor of all of the special things going on around this time of year, we're going to be having a super special episode. That's right, it's going to be a MEGAsode. That's right, buckle in. We got a lot of stuff planned, and we're going to go ahead and start by giving ourselves a little bit of a present and working our butts off to upgrade the base. Let's jump into it. Well, what do you guys think? I think that this base area is starting to feel a lot more complete. And you know what? This was actually really hard to do, this little path right here. Like, it wasn't that demanding, but it went against all of my better nature to not make it like perfectly circular and rounded out. So let me know what your opinions are on that. It's a little weird shape, but you know, I feel like it's more natural, and it's definitely not safe on the roof. But who's going to be on the roof anyway? We still have some more to do in this area, obviously, but man, we sure are getting closer to complete. So this currently is the only way to get over to like the Mason area if you're on foot, unless you want to jump up this hill. So we have to figure out some pathways there. But like I talked about a few episodes ago, I really like to start getting the pathways done, so it makes more sense when you come around my base area to kind of travel from one build to the next. In here is where you will find all of the masons that we put together in the last episode, and obviously we are making good use of their brick. So let me know what you think about the use of brick and granite and stuff like that. I tried to kind of keep up the same theme we're doing in this area, but I decided to go with a little bit different of a color palette to just break it up a little bit. Over here is the cactus tower. So it's kind of cool. I mean, you can see like the cactuses on each floor, and I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. And as you guys know, we have been wanting to put a little bit of a deck here for a while now, and I think it's looking pretty sweet. You can come out here and go fishing and, you know, just kind of generally walk around. And I really like the way this tree kind of comes up out of the concrete and cement and bricks and stuff like that. So let me know what you think. We went with a little bit of a different lamp design because we, you know, spent some more diamonds on sea lanterns, but whatever. And yeah, we started to work out some of the paths up to like these things. We still got to put a door on this, although there's not really too much in here other than like, yeah, our composter making that bone meal for Lisa Kate. So that's pretty much all we got done. I know it's crazy. We got 2 builds done and a big old walkway path and a deck. So it turned out pretty sweet, and that means we have fully covered all of the farms except this one right over here, the melon and pumpkin farm, because that's a lot of wood that we're going to need to use. And I'm still working out a design in my head. I think we're going to go with the dark oak on this. The only other build that we really need to cover up is this massive iron farm, and that's going to take quite a while. That's right. It is a huge build, and it's a productive build, as you guys can see. We are backed up, so we need to increase the storage for this area, and then, yeah, make it look pretty. Oh my goodness, we're really backed up. So I'm excited to see what you guys think in the comments down below, so make sure you leave your feedback. Love it or hate it, I'd like to know. In today's episode, like I said, it's going to be a megasode. It's going to be a little bit time-lapse heavy, and that's because we're going to be working on a crazy huge project, and it's going to take me several days in real life. Yeah, to get done. So over here on the board, we can go ahead and talk about which ones we need to tackle, and we actually finished that, so we'll get rid of the nether hub. And yeah, so which one do we need? As you guys know, we're working on the 5 stacks of diamonds. We're going to probably set up the shop in the next episode, but for today, we are going to work on the Guardian Farm. That's right, a huge, massive project, so I guess we should go ahead and jump right into that, guys. We need to head to the end and get some supplies. Right over there you can see we've kind of started to set up a little bit of an area to collect those supplies, and that's because that's how we're going to be decorating our Guardian Farm. That's right, we're going to be using end supplies and kind of mixing them with some of the Guardian Farm goodies. So let's go ahead and hop into the end and do a little bit of end raiding and tear down an entire end fortress and maybe an end ship or two. So a few thousand blocks out into the end, we found some unclaimed end cities where we got to tear down the entire thing. We actually tore down about 3 and left out some of the harder parts, but it was a very lucrative adventure. That's right, we got a bunch of supplies, hooray. And as you can see in the chest behind me, we have collected a ton of purple bricks. We also got a ton of pillars and endstone bricks, and in addition to that, we got a bunch of super cool loot. That's right, we got a total of 3 elytras, which means we found 3 end ships, and we got 22 diamonds, which is going to come in handy because we're headed to the shopping district. That's right, we are on our way to the Guardian shop, and down here we will be able to find ourselves some very useful items when it comes to clearing out monuments. First and foremost, we need sponges. That's right, we need to take advantage of Jimmy Maverick's sponge rental service, and I believe the way it works is you pay 2 diamonds for every stack of 10 sponges, and then you just have to return them in 48 hours, which means we gotta work kind of fast. And we also need one other thing from this store. So after we buy these sponges, we need to pop in the other chest and pick ourselves up a bunch of nautilus shells to make our lives a whole lot easier while clearing out this ocean monument. And we're gonna make a conduit with that so we don't have to worry about breathing underwater, and yeah, it's just gonna make our lives a whole lot easier. Speaking of making our lives a whole lot easier, we're also going to be heading over here to the potion shop, which is currently under construction, and buying ourselves a few potions. That's right, we are going to spend even more diamonds. We need a bunch of night vision potions, invisibility potions, and a few water breathing potions while we clear out the ocean monument so that we have time to get our conduit set up. And luckily they're priced very fairly at 3 potions for a diamond. So we're gonna go and snag some of those and head over to the ocean monument. And before we do that, there's actually one more item we need to collect quite a bit of, and that's gonna be wood, because we are making Cubfan 135's Ocean Monument Guardian Farm, which requires a lot of fences. Alright, so we have all the supplies we need to build this farm. We have all the potions, so let's go ahead and drink those and jump right in to battle the Elder Guardians. Alright, let's get to it.
Let's go.
Well, you guys, it is done. It is 3 days later and many, many deaths later as well because we got stuck in a death loop. That's right. We died like 12 times trying to fight the Guardians and forgetting that we weren't completely invisible, and yeah. So the reason we're not starting at the Guardian farm for this clip is because we actually completed the Blue Ice Highway. Well, we completed the functionality of it at least, and it's not 100% safe or completely done because it's not mob proof all the way, and it's obviously exposed to the elements, but if we're lucky we should be able to get all the way there without a hitch. The only problem is when there's a mob on the track, which happens like every other time, so that's a little bit frustrating, but you know what, it works and it's super fast, so we can get to our Guardian farm super quickly, and there's a bit of a glitch there. I think we just teleported our boat, so we need to come up with some kind of way to stop this thing a little bit more effectively, but for the most part it works. It's pretty cool, and we go pretty fast, so the gas don't really have time to shoot us. Oh wow, we glitched that boat straight through the glass. That's super cool. Alright, well, let's head to the Guardian farm and we'll check it out. So, as you guys can see, we have completed a entire collection area for all of the goodies. And yeah, didn't time-lapse it because I wanted it to be a surprise. Check it out. We have a bunch of super awesome Guardian heads decorating the area. We gotta do something about the roof. I don't know. Yeah, we just kind of got burnt out, and we played around with the purple and the prismarine blocks, and it kind of looks like I don't know, like a bathtub kind of thing. Yeah, I don't know why, but that's just what it reminds me of, is like a really old bathroom. Yeah. Anyways, as you can see, we have a ton of loot flying into this farm, and over here we have the prismarine crystals. All of this is automatically sorted, and yeah, we had a bit of a problem because it backs up, and we don't really get too many of the other drops that this farm provides filtering through. Like, we definitely get them, but they take forever to filter. So I have an idea for that, but as you can see, we're also producing quite a bit of raw cod, and when we leave the farm on auto mode, we get a bunch of cooked cod as well. So we have a massive amount of cooked cod, 3 full double chests, so maybe we can give that to the Moonies for Christmas, I suppose. But up here you can see all of the Guardians dying, and that is it's currently on auto mode, and if we want to turn it on to manual looting mode, we just flip the lava off and wait for them to kind of build up here and kill them with our looting sword. So, as you guys can see, it is, it's alright. It works. It's pretty efficient. We get tons of drops, but the problem is I was hoping that we could make this a alternative XP farm, so that if people wanted to do something a little bit different than use the Enderman farm, they could come here for XP. However, we haven't completely figured out the killing mechanism situation because, well, you take a lot of damage when you try and kill these guys, so we need to sort that out, I think. I think maybe we need to put water down on the bottom level and raise the lava level up by 1. I don't know if that would work, but we'll sort that out. But Moonies, if you're watching, feel free to stop on by the Guardian farm and get yourself some XP. However, I would like to keep the drops for now, just so that we can use them for our build that we're planning. And yeah, eventually we can open that up to the public as well. However, feel free to take all the cod you need, I guess. So let's head up to the top, and I can show you guys the craziness up there. Because like I said, this took me 3 days, and it was a massive project. So now we should get the beacon effects and the effect of the conduit kicking in, and as you guys can see down here, there is a ton of soul sand, which we actually got to buy off of DV Cool Fuel, so thank you so much for that. Oh, by the way, if you do check this farm out, turn your particles all the way down, like all the way down, because it will lag out everything. And yeah, so we're not going to spend a ton of time here for XP, but whenever we need to repair something, we will end up using this farm for it, just so that we can slowly collect the drops over time. And yeah, just look at this madness. It is crazy. It's very efficient, but we haven't even maxed out the efficiency. There's a few flaws. Flaw number one is we miscalculated just a bit. Whoa. And there's a dead spot. So right over here, any guardians that get stuck here, yeah, they kind of just stay there forever, which is a little annoying, but it's kind of crazy because the squids glitch like nuts. I tried like shooting them with the bow and making a mini game out of it. Didn't work. The other downfall of this farm is those poor little guys right there. They get stuck in here as well, and there's nothing we can do about it. So sometimes we kill them with the bow and collect their heads and end their suffering a little bit prematurely. So the other thing that we could do to this farm to improve efficiency is add a roof over it, because guardians actually spawn a little bit more frequently when there is a roof over like their spawning spots. But it's already pretty crazy, as you guys can see from all the guardians, which is why we had to add the lava to just kill them off so they didn't build up and like steal the entire mob cap. Yeah. So, sorry, Guardians. Anyways, farm is done working, and now we have a way to collect all of the Guardian goodies. So, we are able to craft up a bunch of sea lanterns and prismarine, and even dark prismarine, because this farm also produces ink sacs. So when we turn it on the looting mode, we can get a bunch of ink sacs from squids just slowly falling down into this farm. However, it's not enough, and we're gonna need to build up either a squid farm or a wither rose farm for black dye. And I think we're gonna go with the wither rose farm because it's on the task board. So we will come to that in the future. And if you guys do decide to come over and use this farm, like I said, feel free to, but wear good armor and have a good sword. There is a few beacons. I have resistance, strength, and speed boost at the moment. So yeah. It's pretty cool, but that's Guardian Farm, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching that, because it took a lot of time. So make sure you hit that like button if you enjoyed it. So, like I said, it is near the holidays. We have one more thing to do today, and it's very holiday oriented. That's right, it is finally time to go check the Moon Post Office and see who we got for our Secret Santa. So, spoilers for any Moonies watching the video. You might want to stop watching now if you care about knowing who I had for Secret Santa, but we might have already opened them by the time you see this. So let's head to the shopping district and check it out. So here at the shopping district, we can see that, well, that's not right, but by the time you guys are viewing this, it should be down to like 0 or 1 days left. So we are a little late to the party. As you can see, some of the shulker boxes have already been filled, and that's ours there, I think. I think we picked purple. Don't really remember. Anyways, we need to go ahead and fill up our box, but first we need to find out who we got. So let's head over to the Moon Post Office and check it out. So we're here in the glorious town center, and we need to head over here to the Moon Post and check our mailbox. So inside, we should see our name right over here. That's right, and let's see who it is. Bellacar. Awesome. So, yep, if you've already opened your box, Bellacar, then feel free to watch this. If not, well, you're gonna have to not watch my video, which is sad, but you can watch it later. So let's head over to Bellacar's base and check out some of what he's got going on, and maybe get an idea of what we can put in the box. So I believe this is Bellacar's base over here, and the first thing I notice is that he's got a lot of like black glass. Oh, and his villagers are gone. I wonder where his villagers went. Oh, that's interesting. Anyways, I guess, yeah, they're gone. But he's got a bunch of chickens and some farmland. But yeah, the first thing I noticed is he's got a lot of black glass, black stone stuff over here, and a black beacon. So he likes black, so we might need to get him some black dye. Let's see if there's anything else we can see that he might want just from snooping around. Oh, he's just like me. He's got a storage system, but he's also got shulker boxes everywhere. Yep, that's how we all like to do it. Anyways, yeah, so I'm not sure what else there is to his base. He's probably got some stuff I am totally missing, but I have a good idea of some stuff we could get ready for him. So let's head back to the base and make a pretty awesome Secret Santa box. So before we head back to the base to start our Secret Santa box, there's one thing we need to buy from DV Cool Fuel's super cool shop, and that's a Soul Speed 3 enchantment book, and you guys will see why in just a second. So now it is time to head back to the base. So the very first thing that we're going to add to the box is something I was actually planning on adding to our Secret Santa box regardless of who we got, because it is a super awesome present, and I think anyone would like them. We're going to make Bellacar a pair of super Secret Santa stockings. That's right, we're going to make him some super boots. So let's go ahead and get those started up. Luckily, in our end raid, we got some Unbreaking 3, Feather Falling 4 boots, and we just need to add a few finishing touches on these bad boys. So there we go, we got these super Secret Santa stockings with all of the awesome enchantments, and we're also going to throw in some ancient debris, and now we gotta fill up the rest of the box. I'm not 100% sure what we're going to put in there yet, but we're definitely going to utilize some of the stuff that we've been producing in our farming area. So hopefully we can fill it up with some awesome stuff that he will enjoy, but let's go ahead and see what we can make for Bellacar. Well, I think we've come up with a pretty awesome box here for Bellacar, and yeah, it's super cool. I think we put a huge like street values worth of diamonds into this box, so I hope he enjoys it, and I hope he puts it to good use. Anyways, it is time to drop it off at the Secret Santa tree thing and call it an episode. Man, it would be hilarious if we put all of this time and effort into this box and ours is full of dirt. That would be amazing. I would find that very funny, and I would actually enjoy that. Or like full of coal, that would also be hilarious. So let's head to the shopping district and drop it off. Well, let's find a good spot to put this, and I think that's a good spot, as good a spot as any, and mission accomplished. Well, that is pretty much all we have time for today, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, and if you really enjoyed it and you're excited for even more content from the Java LavaCraft world, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And yeah, this episode especially, I would really appreciate that like, guys. I put a lot of time and effort into it, so if you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like button. That's it for me today, guys. I will see you soon in the next episode of MoonCraft.